What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard trading coach. We'll be doing a live trading session, live analysis, live discussion about trade ideas, live trading, fundamental and technical aspect of all aspect of trading. And this is the first day of trading week, first session of the week, and very important session. As you know that we see that there is a lot of movement, volatility in the market. So let's look at first of all some of the pairs that giving us trading opportunity. Any trade coming along, as usual we open frequently live trade, as you have seen in the past also we have opened. So I will be looking at all the pairs that we are trading. Also let me know in the live chat guys which one you are looking at so that we can look at all of them together. So first of all, I will begin with first of all general outlook on gold, what I think this week is going to happen with gold and what it is doing, and then we'll jump on to the other pairs as well. Looking at the first of all gold on the daily time frame. Now from the daily, as expected in the market opening, gold has initial bounce to the upside. This is what I mentioned in my weekly forex forecast. You have seen that this is what normally happens because the price just above the daily 20 EMA, and then from that zone we saw that initial bounce. And I think that because gold has an initial bounce to the upside, on gold we might see a bit more up and down, but we could see initially bullish move because it's a long-term bullish market, you know that. And with that long-term bull market, we see that gold in fact initially has a bounce, and I think now might come down for a deeper pullback. So this is the daily chart. Normally when I start my day, I start with the daily price section because daily price section is where I can find a bit more clearer direction in the market. Now if I look at the weekly on gold, what I see that from the weekly time frame, the previous week has formed this doji. This week, once the market opened after little drop, initially we saw that a bounce to the upside. Now the way I see this price action on the weekly, what I think that gold this week might break this previous weekly low, this doji, what I think that, and then we could see that finally going to the upside before breaking this previous weekly low. We might see that gold just going up and down, so you could see that bullish coming down for bearish, and finally what I think that gold will break this low, and then we might see that gold has gone up for a bit more stronger movement to the upside. So we will take step by step the trade that is giving us along the way of this movement. Now from the lower time frame, from the 4 hour, we see that gold has just tested the 4 hour 20 EMA in that zone, and then we saw that the price has again rejected. Now let's look at the 1 hour chart and other lower time frame. Now this is just from the 1 hour, we see that gold triggered the lower side, this important liquidity zone has a bounce. Okay, now this is the 1 hour chart. Let's look at the 5 minutes, that our trading time. Now you can see the screen. On the screen we just had closed this massive trade just half an hour, I think 15 minutes early before the live session. This is where I saw the trade has come along the way, gold trade, and we secured profit in just less than 5 minutes time. This is how trading is, and I love trading gold, as I mentioned that in 5 minute chart. Now let me explain to you, one trade is not enough for us to be profitable. We massive trade we closed on gold, but we need to take this kind of trade every moment and every single day. Now let me explain to you what did I look at that trade just in 5 minute time. We closed just today on the market opening. We bought at 2014 and we closed stop loss at 2012. As I told you, I used a very tight stop loss on gold and take profit at 2017.5. We closed a bit earlier, but which is almost 2 times profit, but it could go full spectrum. because I know that the price is hitting a resistance level and I want to secure the profit on this one. So let me tell you, our gold trade is much better than anything else. So let me tell you now, what did I look at, so that you can, guys, it's just a fresh trade. Looking at them will give you a big advantage in your gold trading system. That's what worked out. Let me tell you. And also you can see this is the trade that I sent out to the VIPs. And so this is where, since the morning I was watching the price action for the best trade possible, and finally I found my entry. You can see that this is the 5-minute chart. Gold there was a huge double top here. I missed that one in the early Asian session, but that's fine, the first one. And then once I missed that, I didn't experience the FOMO, which is very important, when we miss a trade. FOMO is a very common psychological mistake that in everyone's trading happen, but you need to be a bit more patient. So what we saw that this gold, there was this movement correction, has broken to the upside again. The price has broken that support level, consolidated for very long time, and then what we saw that this is the candle, okay, a huge liquidity gap with this candle. Once this candle form, this is where we have gone that candle. Now this is according to our sniper entry trading strategy. Now for those who are learning, our lifetime member who are learning our strategies, you know that starting from this level, the price has made this move, correction move, the price has come down, has given another amount of liquidity grab, which is explained in our strategy, specifically in what situation you will be trading, any time frame, the same strategy applied. Now in this 5 minutes time frame, according to our sniper entry, given that entry, and then just in the next candle, the price has gone up, hit that full profit target. Started with a great gold trade. I want to rock up this week, guys. As I mentioned yesterday, in the commentary, we want to make this academy one of the best in the world, trading as well as learning at the same time. Okay, so let's start the day, start the week with this winning gold trade. Last week we had an amazing week. This week also I want to make the same, especially on gold we are doing very well, including all other instruments. We trade all of them. So yep, let's see how you are doing. Also let us know in the live chat, guys. We started positive, and I want to remain positive in that movement. Also starting of the day, also guys, you can join us if you want to be part of this community as well, and also trade with me, receive all the trade. Also I'm trading. You can find a link in the description area. You can visit the website, join us to be part of this trading community. As you can see, this is the real trade, real example with the proper entry, stop loss and take profit, and you will be learning our strategies and also trading with us and be part of this community, access all the trading tools, as well as be part of a great VIP chat group where everyone have the opportunity to interact with each other. So make sure that, guys, also you can check the link in the description. Also there is a link at the top of the chat. Any question, live agent available on the website to help you any question that you have. So let's see now how next move we can take on all of that, including the gold. Now gold, if I go back to the 4-hour time frame, we took that bounce. Now gold has tested the 4-hour 20 EMA, and then there is another this way, another rejection. Let's see where I'm expecting gold to give me another opportunity. And now this is the 1-hour candle, which is closing in 13 minutes, which is also a 4-hour candle close. What I think that gold might, from the higher time frame, is still we could see a little bit in a sideway, but as I mentioned, on the lower time frame there is always a lot of trading opportunity available, especially on gold. Very good in lower time frame as well. So we saw this bounce has come back down. Let me see along the progression of this session how the price action is forming. If I find another entry, I will not miss it, guys. We will be jumping on the trade. So make sure that you stick till around, and also let me know any question that you have. Thank you very much. And also let me know for those who enjoyed this trade in the live chat. Salman, morning sir, already liked the live stream because thank you very much. That's good, Muhammad. Salman, thank you very much. And yeah, I'm sure that you enjoyed. Mila, good early morning. How are you, Mila? Thank you very much, Mila. Thanks for being here in this early morning. I appreciate your support as well. Your AUD will be looking at Malik. Thank you very much. Good morning, coach. Hope you heard Gori. Yeah, I'm at Gori social research. Thanks, coach. No problems. Gilberto, excellent trade on gold. Just now, boss. Thanks. Got profit. Awesome, Gilberto. Thank you very much. Was excellent. Lecture 5-minute gold strategy. Yeah, Gilberto, thank you very much. I'm sure that everyone enjoyed that. Very important. Thanks. No problems. Thank you very much. You will be looking at Mohit parabolic. We are looking for another buy. Let's see if we have that. We will be looking at that. Popular. Good morning. Thank you very much. Second, I showed Euro and ZD. We will be looking at all of them. So let's see one by one. We will be looking at all of them. Awesome, thank you very much. Okay, so we'll be looking at now. We are out of that. Let's see what it is now offering us again. Let me look at first of all DXY. At this point, can we enter in gold? Now at this point, I don't see an entry. See, this is where it is important to look for a very good entry. No problems, Mark. That's fine. That's fine. You know, don't experience FOMO, Mark. I know that. That's fine. You know, don't experience FOMO. There will be a lot of trade coming along the way, so please don't experience FOMO, because it's important that you need to let go a lot of trade. That that's how I also miss a lot of trade. Okay, so this is why it is important that you stay patient. As I mentioned that in the first session I missed this one. Okay, I would definitely buy this market here, definitely, and that could be another massive trade, but I was patient because I know that I missed it, and then I just don't looked at this is a very, very important, because the market will constantly give you trade, and you will keep missing a lot of trade to find the best one. I missed 2 trade, GBP JPY also I missed, but I got one right that gave me profit. This is the main goal here, is what you take it with the full risk management, and take it with a high probability, and make profit from that trade. And let's say 5 trade miss, doesn't matter, right? Because let's say today we got the gold trade profit, and if we have another one later today, 2 trades enough, or 3 trades, right? And if we miss even 10 trades, no problem at all, right? See, GBP JPY also I missed this 4-hour time frame. This is a bullish signal here on GBP JPY. This one I missed it. That's fine. This is what it is. So because if we think about the missing trades, then chances that next time it will affect, it will stay in our mind saying that, okay, I missed trade, maybe I am missing another one. So in that case, what happens is that FOMO comes in place, and then it comes to take the trading decision that is not there. So it is important that you stay patient, and there will be always trade. Market always keeps constantly opportunity. So let's now look at another instrument. I will be looking at DXY. Now DXY, let's see what's happening with DXY to see overall market in DXY. Looking at bigger picture, I will be looking at first of all daily. Now DXY, you can see that there was a massive move last week, last 2 days. The price has gone up, has broken all this recent level of resistance on DXY. Now for me, DXY, the way I see this pattern on the daily, I see that DXY possible bullish move to the upside, okay, which is very, very possible that DXY is pushing to the upside. Now why do I think that? Because you see this pattern here, okay, this is a reversal pattern, especially this kind of pattern. If you look at this overall market structure on DXY, you can see that this is a long-term downtrending market, and that's the deceleration of a downtrend. Let me tell you, see, when you see this market like that, okay, so even if you apply your common sense, then you can see that this market, in fact, it's a exhaustion and the tiredness in trend. You can see the market is creating series of lower high and lower low, and then what we saw that the market creating series of lower high, and finally what we saw that the market consolidated along the zone. Instead of creating series of lower high and lower low, it started to consolidate it and start to create a series of higher low. This is how normally the market change its trend, its reversal. Okay, so with that reversal, we saw that gold, in fact, DXY, in fact, has broken to the upside, and this kind of pattern you will see that over and over in the market constantly. Now we saw that with that movement on DXY on the daily, that the price has created series of higher low along the zone, and then we saw that the market has broken to the upside. So for me, it's a genuine breakout, which looks to me that a genuine breakout. And with that breakout on DXY, now the price for me, it's coming down for a pullback, and with that movement we can expect now a pullback. For me, it's coming down for a pullback, and with that pullback, what I think that DXY might go up a bit more further to the upside. And for me, I think that initially we can expect this level here where there is the doji, a very high liquidity zone, and which is turning resistance here. And I will be expecting for DXY, after coming down for a pullback, we can expect DXY to continue to rise to the upside, and I'll wait for the price to go up and test this level. Now looking at bigger picture from the monthly, now from the monthly, what we saw that there was a higher low creation on DXY with this previous monthly long week candle. Now with that higher low creation, we saw that DXY creating a higher low has a bounce, okay, on the monthly. Now from the monthly, this is a crucial level of support, and we saw higher low, so we can expect now DXY to go ahead and test the monthly resistance level to break this high to create a new higher high. Now if we look at the weekly, what do you see that this is the weekly candle, which is in fact a big giant bullish candle. For me, it's coming down means it's good, because after this kind of bullish candle, if it immediately has gone up, that could be something, could be in a fake move. Normally this happen without proper pullback. Now it's coming down, means that at some point we'll see the market again started to reverse, and that will reflect in all the USD pairs as well as in gold and everywhere. Now DXY, we see that after coming down, all right, we can expect to have another move. And for me, I will remain bullish on DXY. That means that I will remain bearish on euro dollar, GBP USD as on all the USD pairs. Now looking at the daily, now we see that from the daily perspective here, this is the daily price action, daily impulse. Now the price from this resistance level coming down, which we discussed for a pullback. Now going to the lower time frame from the intraday, we can see that DXY has in fact an impulse correction, impulse. Now you can see the price has reached this level where we can expect the price come down for a deeper pullback. I think that we could see a bit more deeper pullback before going to the upside. Now if I go back to the daily on DXY, what I think that initially we can expect it to come here. There is a level here, resistance turn support, which in fact a level in that zone. So we still not sure how much it will come. It will depend on what kind of price action it is giving us again, because you see this one here, a bullish candle will tell you that in fact it's starting, it's another move. Then we can look for trading opportunity along on all the instrument that we will see in that movement. So let's see how it goes. We entered at 2014. Yeah, our position was at 2014 on gold. That as soon as we entered, it's just exploded to the upside. Yeah, thank you very much. Good morning here from Italy. Thank you very much. Good morning, Paul. Good morning. Thank you very much, Paul. Greeting from Uganda. Thank you very much, boss. AUD pairs going up. Yep, because gold is pushing high, we could see AUD also, because AUD is very related to gold. So you see that most of the time they normally move almost in the same direction. I'll be looking at CAD CHF. Good morning, coach. Yadu, that's fine. Yadu, that's okay. Thanks, Vijay. Thank you very much. Okay, so we'll be looking at now. Okay, so we'll be looking at, let's see, go back to gold again. This is our primary pairs that I look at. We see there is a candle close coming as a doji. I think the next one also might range. So this is the 4-hour candle is closing on gold. Let me see, a couple of 4-hour candle is going to close. I think the next one also might be ranging on gold on the 4-hour, I mean lower time frame. We might see that opportunity. So from 15 minutes, there is a bullish candle here. So let's see the 1-hour candle. Okay, now 1-hour candle, I would be buyer on this one. Okay, the bias is still bullish. The 1-hour candle showing is bullish. So for me, I will be buyer again if it managed to come to this around to this level and giving us on the lower time frame a bullish price action. Okay, so this is the another important area to look at on gold on the 1-hour, where there is a 1-hour 20 EMA, because this market, you can see grab liquidity here and also here. It might range in that zone. For me, if it drops to that level, might give us another opportunity for going long. So the price action is still bullish. Okay guys, so still I see the possible bullish, but there is a very strong rejection here on the 5 minutes. that could lead a bit more liquidity grab from the support. The market, the gold market, the way I see here, it's still taking liquidity from support, okay, continuously. So you see, if you look at this 1 hour chart on gold, you see there is a one candle here which is a huge liquidity, and also this one here crossing the 20 MA also had a huge liquidity. This one also liquidity candle. So for me, I'll be looking still buy position on gold whenever I find. Now you know that I talk about liquidity many times. I'm sure that you hear many of them. So because I look at not only one candle, different area in the chart where the liquidity, that I call a liquidity map. So that you understand how I do the liquidity map. This Saturday again in London session, as you know that every weekend I post some valuable content. I'm sure that everyone enjoy that. So this Saturday I will be releasing again how do I map the chart to find the liquidity candle that I call a big boys candle. So stay tuned guys, make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you are notified on that Saturday London session time. Keep eye on this. I will be premiering and I will be watching with you, and also I will be answering any questions. So make sure guys, everyone give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel for that price section that I will be releasing on Saturday. So I'm gonna pause for 2 seconds so everyone have time to do that. Amazing. Just subscribe and press the like button and bell button. Thank you very much for your support to the channel. So what I think that the way I see the price action, we could see initial drop, and for me I still until we see a strong breakdown, still there is a bullish bias possible on gold. But as you can see that gold trade comes very fast. The one that we have entered is coming down for now another pullback. Okay, so we'll be looking for another entry opportunity as soon as we'll find that. Let me see how it goes. Okay, I'm on it all the time. So let's see during this live if I find anything that is satisfying the strategy, that will be entering the trade definitely. Okay guys, thank you very much for your all the support. So should you wait exit on Friday? I'll be updating Mohit all of the trade so far. We will be discussing during the London session time. Bonnie, good morning. Thank you, Omar. Thank you very much. So also guys, join the free Telegram channel, link given in the live chat. You can stay up to date when you are in our free Telegram channel for everything that we are posting all the time, including all the updates. Even if there is any live trade in this live session, also will be posted on the free Telegram channel. Let's see, gold has come to an important level to test. So there is a 30 minutes on gold. So if we look at the 4 hour, what you see, there is a doji, and that doji now is a two-way situation. One, we could see that's breaking to the upside. The other way is for the price to drop. I think that this is the 4-hour doji. Gold might remain in this narrow area, and we could see that another break to the upside before coming down. Okay, we might see initially the bulls again will try to break the high. For me, I think that the bulls will try to break the daily high, and then we could see that again retreating back. Still it's possible for the price to go up to break this high on the lower time frame. So as soon as you will see the price on a support, I'll look for potential bullish trading opportunity along the way. Let's see how it is doing. So there is you can see there is a consolidation here on the lower time frame. This is 30 minutes chart as well, which is a big bullish move. We look at the 1 hour, we can see that market has consolidated, and then we can expect the price to go to the upside on this one. And okay, so let's see how it goes. For me, I want to see a bit more downside, and then I'll look for, so this one, okay, see that again. Okay, so you see that, you can see this is a price action on gold, which is a bullish. There is a huge movement, and what is my plan? Let me tell you. You see that this is a big move to the upside, okay, and correction move and consolidation has created another impulse. What I think that at any point even we could see the low is broken here, okay, because it left another important smart money area here later today, which is 2010, because it created a higher high here, okay, along this level. Very highly likely that we could see the price coming down to test even this smart money area. This is a very important level, resistance and support. That could be another area to look at for potential bullish opportunity. And I think that if we see that point, then we might see even downside. That's why it is important to look at actually how the price is doing on the lower time frame. Then we will be acting on that price action. Okay, so no one can tell you in fact that okay, the price will go up from here, the price will move from here. Based on the price action confirmation, that we will be looking for an entry. This is why, guys, then I mentioned that if you really want to learn trading and be a trader, you need to have a strategy, because most of the question I find that asking where gold is going to go, where to buy and where to sell. Now, as a professional trader, what we do is we wait for a price action confirmation for an entry, and I think that every professional trader do the same way. So this is why it comes to a strategy. So what is a strategy? In fact, I have a question for you guys. How many of you in fact do you have a strategy? Let me know in the chat so that we can discuss it, because when it comes to trading, without a strategy, trading is in fact a kind of gambling, and gambling will never make you over the long term a profitable trader, because gambling is if you add up 1000 position, if you flip a coin, it will be always either head or tail. You have to have an edge in the market. So I have a question for you. Let me know in the chat what's in fact a strategy. Let's see how many of you are really aware of this fact of having a strategy. And also let me know in the chat that do you have a strategy when you trade. Good morning, coach. Are you density? We'll look at 2000. Thank you very much, Kane. Good morning, coach. Thank you very much for daily analysis. No problem, Mr. Kane. Thank you very much for being here. Good day, coach. Thank you for gold technical analysis. Thank you, Joe. Thank you very much. Good morning, USDCHF. Okay, we'll be looking at that. So let's keep gold here, and let's look at some other instrument. Okay, so we'll be looking at DXY. We looked at euro dollar and GBP USD. Okay, so we saw that euro dollar, if we look at the daily on euro dollar, okay, so we see that from euro dollar perspective, after coming to this support level, this is the daily chart on euro dollar, has from the support has a bounce. Okay, and with that bounce, as I mentioned, from the DXY perspective, euro dollar might move to the upside, and very highly likely that we will see the deeper pullback that we are expecting on DXY. Now that pullback could be even to this level. Why did I choose that level on euro dollar? Is because this is a level where this is the previous support here, support here, support here, which is turning resistance, that act as a resistance, support, turn resistance here. Now from daily, we see that today after market open, after testing this level, we see initial bounce to the upside. Now bigger picture from weekly, we see that euro dollar previous week has this massive drop on euro dollar, and with that drop on euro dollar, with this doji, the previous week we saw that there is a doji here on euro dollar, and we have seen that there is a strong drop in that zone. This week, what I think that euro dollar initially we could see a pullback to the upside, and then from that zone we can expect a rejection towards the downside. Now looking at the monthly on euro dollar, we see that from the monthly perspective, the price so far has come to a monthly opening and closing. This is a very important level. I think that euro dollar may come down further, and I think it might even come to this time to down to break this monthly support. Now if we look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective, this is the weekly doji, support, down, resistance here, and we could see that far or not that far. Based on the price action, we'll look for opportunity. Now if I look at the daily, as you already have seen, let's look at for the lower time frame on the intraday. Now this is you can see this market was consolidating and trending to the upside, and then consolidating has broken down. For me to find a selling opportunity on euro dollar, I want to see that euro dollar has gone up, tested this level, and then we can expect for potential selling opportunity on euro dollar. So this is the daily chart. Let's see how it does, and then we'll look for potential selling opportunity on euro dollar as soon as we will see the market giving us suitable entry. Coach, Malik, thank you very much. Yeah, of course, this is as I mentioned, these are the best education you will ever find. Share your input on still working on my strategy. Very good. Yeah, this is what I want from you, guy. Good day, coach. Thank you for your content. No problem, sir, guy. Coach Eurusdjpy analysis, please. Yeah, thank you very much, Malik. I know that you join and you have seen that. Look, this is what I encourage all of you. Anyone really want to be a profitable trader, you need to have a proven, back-tested strategy that works over time, that really works over time, and that is proven, back tested. See, I do frequently share a lot of content on the YouTube for free to help the trader. At the same time, we do have a strategy on the website that is proven, back tested. Now the only difference that you might say that, many of you may be curious to know, actually there's a lot of content that I'm releasing for free, and also there is a lot of content available on the website for the members. What is the difference? The difference is that when you are on the academy, you see by your eyes how the strategy is performing with back-tested result and with the trading with me. There are two different environment, two different things that you need to understand. See, let's say every weekend I'm releasing content. You can use that content to develop your own strategies. Okay, you can use that content to make your trading profitable, no doubt. Okay, you can use that content to be profitable even without joining the academy, no doubt. These are very good content. That's why I encourage. Now the question is how long you want to do. You want to do it for within a short term. You want to speed up your learning process. You want to be in a system, in an environment, or you want to do it by yourself. Many of you can do it by yourself. That's why I release all this content. But at the same time, if you want to be guided, if you want to reduce, because you know that for those who are trading, one simple mistake can lead you to lose thousands of dollars. Okay, but what if you join an academy? If many of you even 0.1% of your trading account, right? So it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal to invest a little bit on your education, but you get the value that is enormous. That's why I invite you guys, if you really take trading as serious business, it's a real thing that gives freedom. Okay, it's a real thing that gives freedom. We have a lot of things that, and once you are a lifetime member, you will be here forever. And because it's real academy where you can find the real education, I'll invite you to stick to the academy for long time and follow the strategies, and also back test it by yourself as well. Okay, this is where it comes to guided and non-guided. Okay, so there is a link in the description. Any question, let me know. If you really want to be a profitable trader, I will say that this is the best decision you will ever make. If you if you come here and you can compare with other education who are providing and see how we are doing here, and completely unique and back tested, proven everything, long term goal if you have, then this is the best place that you can ever come. And I don't encourage everyone in a quit job tomorrow and become profitable, but I encourage you to be looking at the bigger picture and look for long-term picture, and then try to develop your own strategy. Okay, this is where it comes to, you can use my strategy to be profitable, and you can modify it for your own need once you understand it. Einstein said that if you cannot explain something a 5-year or a child, then you don't understand it. This is why it is important that all my communication is very clear and precise. That's why people are finding so much value here, and this is where I'm ready to give you. The only thing that you need to take action so that you can start your trading journey. Okay, so take action and give importance that if you really want to be a profitable trader, and I invite you to join us, and also make sure that you stick to the channel to have everything that we are offering here. So make sure also you join the free Telegram channel, stay connected. And let's look at now again going back to gold to see what it is doing. Looking at on the 15 minutes, we see that there is a candle that has closed as a doji again. You see the trade, they said the market normally trend 30% of the time, okay, and 70% of the time Mohit, what was your question? Can you tell us why? What's the question? Can you tell me specifically? Okay, so market trends 30% of the time and 70% of the time the market ranges. These are the information that you really need to know when you are trading. That's why patience is so important to look at, and it is important also to know when the market started its trend. Okay, sometime you feel like, okay, it is maybe breaking out, now it's time to ride on the trend, but you see that it's still ranging. You can understand it from the price action perspective, the way the market behave. Once you give a little bit of time, you have the right, right understanding. It becomes easier and easier day by day to know when the market is breaking out and then riding the trend. And this is why you see that. So this is why we see that the market, as you can see, this is why this gold trade was taken from the place where the market is breaking out. You can see that in that zone where, let me replay the chart here. Okay, so this is where the market was consolidating in that zone, and which candle I have entered, that has, as soon as we enter the trade, the market has moved in that direction where the price immediately has gone up. So this is why it comes to understanding the liquidity, where the market is grabbing the liquidity so that you can jump on the trade. Okay, so this is why a little bit of experience also needed when you are trading, so that you can look for the trade that is you are trading. Okay, so NZD move in the, okay, so there, Mohit, the trade will never move, always will never move in the direction. Okay, there will be some trade that will not move in the direction. I'll be keeping you updated. So if you look at this market on NZD CHF, there was a strong breakdown. If you look at the bigger picture, okay, we see that from the weekly perspective, there was a strong rejection from the top on this one on NZD CHF, and then the price started to, once the market opened, we see now the market is going up for a pullback. If you look at the bigger picture on the monthly, this is a bearish market, and this is monthly candle. Still, there is a high probability for this price to continue to drop. Now, if you look at the weekly, also we see that from the weekly perspective, the market, you see there is a liquidity grab from this resistance level. Once the market closed, now we see that it's going up for a pullback, and we could see that this market is still in the resistance zone. So from the 4-hour perspective, we see that this doji was a strong liquidity grab, but what we saw that on the weekly opening, the price still in a pullback. There will be, because there is a huge rejection from the bottom, from this resistance level, we see that NZD CHF now going up for a pullback, and it might go up for even a deeper pullback. Okay, so with that pullback, we could see again the price is coming towards the downside on this one. Okay, so there are quite a few trades that we do had, like most of our trade goes almost, you see that there are some trade, if you have seen that Euro CHF, like the NZD CHF, exactly in the same way Euro CHF, from here we have opened that trade, you see how much it has come down. So this is where the come down to the trading psychology. When a trade work well, you need to let it go in the direction, otherwise no one, we do have some tools that we use for all the trade to be winning, but if you trade on the, let's say in a day trading with a proper risk management, in most of the case you need to take the bigger profit than your risk. This is how trading is all the time, it will work in that way. So hopefully that you understood all the analysis. So let's look at Euro GBP. So looking at Euro GBP, what we see that from the I'll be looking at first of all daily. With the daily price action on Euro GBP, today is the first day of the weekly opening on Euro GBP. So we see that there is a doji from the weekly perspective. Malik, thank you very much for your appreciation. Since I joined Forex, learning is accelerated. This is the first time in 5 years I'm getting real value that I can use in my. Yeah, thanks Malik for your testimonial. This is what actually I thank you for that. This is why everything is created, so that traders get value, traders learn, and I'm committed always to give the best trading education, best value. Look, as I mentioned that some trade definitely will go in the wrong direction, no doubt. No one in the world can give you always winning trades, especially if it is a risk managed trade. If let's say if you find someone who will give you all the trade winner, probably you have you can see some people might be saying that okay, join our this, all the trade you will win and you become overnight millionaire. Then what you gonna do, you will give all that you have to them and then you become poor. But as a matter of fact, how we operate in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, you have seen this gold trade is a real trade on the market opening, and gold is very profitable, right? Trading. And this is what we do, we create traders so that they can trade by themselves. Now main goal here is to help the trader so that they can learn. All the trade that we send is based on learning focus. All right, this is the main goal of our academy. And last week, every week we are making consistent profit from the market and with a bigger winning. That is rare with other trading education. If you look at outside, you see that here is completely different. Thanks for Malik for this testimonial. So let's look at now Euro GBP, how we are doing. Looking at the monthly. Now from the monthly perspective, we see that Euro GBP back to back quite a few months, the price is slowly coming down. This is a consistently creating series of lower high. Now let's see, this is the monthly candle, is still 2 weeks remaining and we may not see a clear direction in this candle. Now looking at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective on Euro GBP, we see that the price has grabbed liquidity from here. There is a bearish candle, followed by we saw that there is another long wick candle, followed by we saw a long doji. Now this long doji on Euro GBP, for me, we might see after a little test another slower movement towards the downside on Euro GBP. So looking at the daily, we see that from the daily perspective, last day of trading we saw a doji. Now there is a little bit of a bit more different price action here on Euro GBP. We see that there is a long doji, and either this can be considered as a bearish price action, or you could see that there is a bullish move to the upside. Okay, because if you look at the weekly, there is a doji here on the weekly. Now if we look at only weekly price action, we see that this doji on the weekly is a bearish candle alone. Okay, because you can see that there is a neckline here of this level. This is a crucially important level of support, and this doji closed below that support level. We might see another attempt from the seller before turning to a bull market. Now if we look at the daily, we can see that from the daily perspective, there is a liquidity gap from the support level, and then form this long bullish candle followed by narrower doji. Now with that narrow doji, we see the market now coming down. Now based on how the price action will represent here, we will know exactly what it is trying to do. I think that Euro GBP initially we might see the downside, and then could be again moving to the upside. So from the lower time frame, this is currently moving. You can see it's a sideways. So normally I don't open trade in that situation until I see a very clean price action. We might see even Euro GBP on the lower time frame is consolidating along this zone, and then maybe slowly breaking to the upside, or coming down further. So for me, slowly we might see some downside movement or in a sideways on Euro GBP. Thank you very much, Mohit. Thanks for that. So can you check Gjpy? Actually, I'm stuck. Can you give me an idea by Gjpy? Yeah, we will be looking at JPY pairs. Absolutely, we will be looking at that. Okay, so GBP pairs. Let's look at the JPY pairs. We'll be looking at the GBP JPY. Now GBP JPY, as I mentioned that early today, I missed a trade on GBP JPY. You can see that. May replay the chart here. Okay, so this is the last day's candle, and this was in fact a very good bullish trade that I missed today. Let's see what GBP JPY is going to do. If we look at the monthly on GJ, okay, now this is a bigger picture perspective on GBP JPY. It's a long-term bullish market. If we look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective, once the market open, initially going up, I think that we might see another attempt from the seller again, and for me there is still probability for a bit more downside before creating a full bullish impulse. Bigger picture is bullish, we know that, starting with this a strong bullish price action. Back to back 2 weeks we saw that narrow doji here. Okay, so this week we saw that the market from the weekly perspective, after market opening, the market has started to move. Let's see the daily. Now this is the daily candle. You can see narrower candle on GBP JPY. So far we see that attempt from the buyers. I think that we might see again a downside on GBP JPY. It might be doing something like that. Okay, so with that said, from the lower time frame, it's already broken this recent level of resistance here on GBP JPY. Now with that break of this resistance, based on how it is doing, we will be looking for trading opportunity. For me, if we see that very strong bearish price action, we'll look for selling. Otherwise, let's see how it goes. Still not fully directional, bias is still not evolved. So with that, let's look at the CAD JPY. Where is the Gbpusd? Okay, so Gbpusd also like the Gbpusd, that's why I looked at first Gbpusd, because this one also grabbing a lot of liquidity from the support, and the price started to move in the direction. So if we look at bigger picture from the daily, long term it is a bull market. After the previous daily narrow candle, today so far we see the market has moved to the upside. Let me see that weekly. Now this is as I mentioned, this is a long-term bullish market, but I think that we might see again another attempt from the seller like the Gbpusd, because from the weekly it is creating series of lower high along this zone. Now with that series of lower high creation, if we look at the monthly, we can see that the price on a resistance zone, bigger picture bullish. So I will try to stay bullish in the direction of the major trend when I'm trading. Now if you look at the daily, as I mentioned, the market is creating series of higher low. Again it is facing a resistance level. Now from the lower time frame on Gbpusd, you can see that it's grabbed a good number of liquidity from this zone, so we might see still a little bit of bullish move, but you can see this, it is facing this resistance. I think that after going to that level, even creating an overextended, we might see Gbpusd is coming down again. So once I will find price action confirmation, I will be going I will be trading, but for the time being still directional bias is not fully clear. I think that after going to the resistance, we might see that the market is giving us either reversal here for a shorting, or we could see it is still maintaining a bullish price action continuing to the upside based on the price action. So for me it's slowly bullish, but still not fully clear about the directional bias. Okay guys, so in the meantime, anyone looking for a regulated broker, also you can join EverTrade. I'll put a link in the live chat guys. EverTrade is regulated, so you can start your trading journey with a regulated broker. So I give a link, also there is a link in the description area. I'll recommend you to join the EverTrade because they are regulated, so your capital will be in the safe place, and also they are no commission broker, so you'll you'll be always in the winning side joining EverTrade. Link given on the live chat, and also link in the description. You can register for free. So let me look at some indices. US30, I will be looking at weekly first of all. So on the market opening on US30, we see that once the market open, the market without creating a lower low, the price started to move. Now the way it is moving, we might see some upside on US30. Looking at the monthly, this is the monthly price action. So far in the first 2 weeks, we saw that downside on US30. It has come to an important level of support, has broken this level. Now the price again moving to the upside. If we look at the weekly, we can see that again from this support, the price slowly pushing to the upside. Now for me, US30, if we saw the gap opening, I would look for further drop, but the price is still maintaining series of higher low on the weekly. We might see that US30 still moving to the upside, and it might now slowly go up to test this level here. Okay, so it's just the opening on the weekly. There is a lot of factors to consider. Now from the daily, you can see that previous 2 days of the trading week, there's a long week candle at the bottom, and with that long week candle so far slowly moving up, there are some imbalance in that zone. We might see slowly going to the resistance level again, or we could see there is a double bottom here. So still it's showing on the lower time frame slowly bullish move, and if we see, let's say like this one, if I give an example on Gbpusd, you see there is a multiple liquidity gap. Now if we see US30 is doing the same thing, grabbing liquidity from this support multiple times, then I will be looking for entry opportunity according to the according to the rules of the strategy. Otherwise I'll just look at that. Emmanuel, yeah, absolutely. Thanks for that. Yeah, actually, this is how the market moves. The market trend 30% of the time, and the market ranges 70% of the time. Okay, so this is how the market moves, and even sometimes less than that trend. And this is why it is important that a trader remain patient for the right trade to come to them. When the market trend, when we want to understand that it's turning to a trending market, and you can jump on a trade and you can hold the trade for longer profit target. And if you are a day trader, for example, that the many of you probably thinking of day trading. Let me know in the chat how many of you really want to be a day trader. This is what my dream was when I was doing a day job. Okay, day job in a company that I didn't like the job, to be honest, because even this is the real truth of something that I really want to tell. My parents always pressurized me, study engineering, doctor, be a doctor. In our culture, it's more of pressure giving, become a doctor, become an engineer. I did that. I chose that engineering. I was a very good engineer as well in the university. I did very well, and I graduated. I had a corporate job, very good job, doing very well. But still I was not happy with my job, because deep inside, I was someone else. This is how I think the most reality, because every one of us born in this world to express the uniqueness in us. Every one of has an uniqueness inside us that is not expressed yet. As a matter of fact, in our current social structure, social environment, economical situation, you cannot express yourself completely, no matter where you are, which country you are. Either you are in a third world, first world, in a rich country, poor country. The truth is that you cannot express yourself for who you are because of social economic situation that we have in the world, because you need freedom to do that. Either you are bound by many things. So this is what happened, when you go to the job, or in case of me happened that the job that I didn't like, when I was doing that things, I read a book. That book really opened my eyes. If you don't want to read the book, you can even listen the summary of that book. It's called The Reality Trust Surfing. Okay, it's one of the greatest book that I have ever read. Okay, it's written by a quantum physicist, okay, Bradim Zealand. The thing is that there is a truth in it. The truth is, for those who watch the movie Matrix, what is the truth. The truth is that wherever you go, you need to give away your energy to that structure. So if you look at from a very eye-opening perspective, you will understand what I am telling. See, if you go to a job, any kind of job, and if they cannot take your energy away, you cannot do the job. I'm telling you that right truth. Okay, see, if you do a job, try to understand what I'm telling is matching with you. If you do a full-time job, part-time job, that anywhere you are doing, definitely you have to be grateful for the job you have. I'm not saying that okay, leave the job or quit the job. What I'm telling is to understand the reality so that you can act on it. You see, if you do a job, then they will make you exhausted. Okay, they will make you exhausted, and if you are not exhausted by the job, then you cannot do the job. This is how it works. So this is the energy structure, works in everywhere. If the job, either boss or the environment cannot make you exhausted, cannot make you stressed or tired, you cannot remain on that job. This is how the energy structure works. So you need to supply energy to the structure, and you will get exhausted until, if you retain that energy with you to create your own life, then you cannot do the job. This is a two-way situation. So if you want, let's say you are trying to learn trading, you want to be a profitable trader, and you need energy behind it, right? You need to give effort, and you get tired from the job because the energy is gone that way. This is why this whole structure is not in your favor, and that's why day trading is a dream for many traders, and they cannot do it because of that reason. So to not to give the energy away, to keep the energy with you and then create the life that you really want to create, it needs a very, very delicate effort from oneself. Okay, so what I'm telling, maybe you will not be understood until you are ready to understood what I'm telling. So this is why if you really have a true dream for yourself to be a profitable trader, then I'll tell you that create a plan for yourself, what you want to do. Okay, you don't have to join Forex Trading Wizard Academy necessarily. If you want, you are welcome. If you think that you can do it, or you want to join other academy, you are welcome. What I'm telling is that if you really want to be a profitable trader, then you need to create a plan, okay, vision. See, when I was doing the job, as I mentioned, that I every day imagine in my mind that this is the day that I will be trading in my home alone. I'm not worried if I'm losing the job. I'm not afraid of anything. I can do it constantly. I say myself, and I was stick to the game until I made it. It's all about how much you can take to hold on to it until you make it happen. Okay, so that's why stick here. I'm here always to give every way possible, but if you quit, I can't do anything. This is what I can tell you in the last moment. So you can be a day trader, a profitable day trader, and to be a profitable day trader, you need to learn a strategy, you need learn risk management, and you need to discipline yourself in trading. Okay, in every aspect of our life. In fact, I swing trade because my 9 to 5 I'm doing some trades. And thank you, coach. Yeah, the Avi, thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely, that's good. Swing trading sometime will give you more money or more return than anything else. All the trading, if you do the scalping, you can make good money. If you do day trading, you can make good money. If you do swing trading, also you can make good money based on your personality type. All works. The only thing that you need to master one of them, and then you can get a return on it. Yeah, very good. Thank you very much, Rico. I don't think it really helped me a lot when combining with my own strategy. Yeah, Rico, that's thank you very much. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's the main thing here. And yeah, I'm sure that you enjoyed that. Anytime, I'm here to add more things in the future. We are developing every day. There's a lot of things that is unique, and there will be more things coming. Once you are our lifetime member or any member, you will be here. And anything coming along the way, I'm here to add you. And as you have seen, I'm a real trader, and it is the most important. What I'm telling you, the truth is that it is hard to find a real trader in this current situation. Okay, so keep in mind that finding a real trader also very hard. If you are trading for some time, very well. Okay, so this is why my goal is everyone coming here so that they can learn and they can grow. And when you learn, you grow. It's not that I don't. When you make money, I also make money. Very simple. When you are rich, I'm also rich. Thank you very much. So let's move on with that. AUD USD, again we see that the market is AUD USD like DXY. Let me see the monthly, weekly. Hour. Okay, so AUD USD also, you can see that with the DXY a pullback, AUD USD also going in a zone, we can expect to see how it is reacting, because AUD USD, there are two possible scenario now. Is for the price to go ahead and break this high and then give us a selling candle, then we can expect that AUD USD, okay, there is ready for another drop. And see, there are two scenario I will consider on AUD USD, which will in fact reflect all the USD pairs. So in AUD USD, let's say if it is moving that way and grabbing liquidity from the support, then I will be looking for buy opportunity. In that case, we might see a bit more upside. Even we could see again going to this neckline of this previous support down resistance here. Now if we look at AUD USD, if it grabbing liquidity from the support, we will look for buying. On the other hand, if we see that AUD USD didn't grab liquidity enough from the support, has broken this swing high or created equal high along this 20 EMA, given us a price action according to our TF strategy, then we'll look for selling opportunity. Very simple. These two scenario will be considering on AUD USD. So that AUD USD now reflecting with all the USD pairs. Euro dollar will do the same thing. If we see that it's grabbing liquidity from the support multiple times, we'll look for buying. If we see the price didn't grab liquidity, instead it's going up for a pullback and create an overextended market along the zone, we look for potential selling opportunity on euro dollar. So all the USD pairs will consider in the same way. Now I will go back to gold to see what it is doing. Now looking at gold from the monthly, weekly, we saw the bigger picture. Gold so far on the market opening initially had a bounce. From the daily as well, we see bounce. Let me see the lower time frame. From 4-hour perspective, okay, so from the 1 hour, we see this 1 hour candle is closing on gold, which is a kind of bullish candle. Okay, but from 15 minutes we see let me see the 5 minutes as well. Okay, so I think that we might see another attempt from the buyers on gold, not at the moment, but after this candle close based on the next 1 hour candle. If we see higher low, then we might see that the market. So what I think that it is the 1 hour chart on gold. I think the price is trying to break this resistance level here. Okay, this is the resistance here, and creating series of higher low. So grabbing liquidity from the top, from the bottom. It is important to see which way the market is grabbing liquidity, because the market will move normally opposite direction of where it is grabbing liquidity. Now the gold market is still grabbing liquidity from the support and creating series of higher low, putting pressure on this resistance, and we could see that gold might be having another break to the upside. This is just an analysis, but for an entry I need to see my candle that I will really enter based on the strategy. Then only I will be entering, unless just observation and looking for a trading opportunity according to the rules. So yeah, so guys, I really believe that you enjoyed this live session. Thank you very much for being here. I will be coming live on the next session again in London and New York session. And if you really enjoy this live, make sure that you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. And if you want to trade with us, we started the day with a winning trade on gold, which is a great trade, starting with the day with the profitable trade. And if you want to be part of that trading community where we are trading, learning our strategies, I will look for another trade on gold as well later today. Once I will find, I will straight jump on the trade and also sending it to the VIP students if it is not on live. If you want to be part of this, also you can join us, link in the description area. And thank you very much. I'll see you again very soon. Until then, stay happy, make sure that you manage your risk, and let me know any question. I'll see you very soon.